Thanks for being here. We're gonna do some seated yoga today, right? Focus on spinal mobility, opening up the chest. So let's go for it. Now, if you've been with me before, you've heard all this a few times, so you can use the advanced button. But if it is our first time together, let's get ourselves set up, right? So even though we're seated, we're not comfortable, right? We're sitting up on the edge of the chair. We are not leaning back. We're still feeling that string on the crown of our head lifting us up taller. And if we find our little butt bones under there, right? You want to imagine lifting up the area between them. Okay, now we're going to start with a little bit, just a little, of abdominal work just to get us warmed up and in the mood to do stuff. So again, imagine your chair has no back. We're sitting tall the whole time. And we're just gonna start going for a walk, right? Lift one leg, lift the other. Now, you might lift it a ½ inch. You might lift it really high. You do your own range of motion, always. And again, I'd like to inhale as I put it down and then exhale as I lift. Okay. Now, it's gonna become balanced. Hang in there. Again, we're sitting tall. If you're doing okay, we're gonna start to do opposite arm, opposite leg, right? So we extend the hand and the opposite foot forward. The trick is, right? We cannot fall backwards. Imagine there's no back on this chair. So we gotta go right up at the edge of it. Yeah, and as we step back down on the ground, imagine it's like gravel. We wanna step down gently. That's it, chest is lifted. We're lengthening through our crown, right? Exhale when it's hard. Letting the shoulder blades drop down into our back pockets. Yes, that's it, chest up. All right, let's do a couple more like this. We're gonna move now into what I call eaglet, a baby eagle. And the intention is to stretch our upper back and the outsides of our shoulders. So option one is just zip your arms together, right? I know they're right in the way. And we lift our elbows up and away from us. Try to keep them right next to each other. Now, if this feels good and you want to go further, maybe you could cross them a little bit, but that's not the goal. It doesn't matter if we cross them or not, but we want to feel that nice stretch on the back of our shoulder. Here, let me go sideways so it's a little easier to see. There we go, yeah. So zipping the forearms together and then lifting them up and away so that it feels nice across the upper back. And then we just hang out, right? Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, using all of our imagination to try to imagine relaxing down the body parts that feel a little stuck. And again, everyone works at their own range of motion. If your forearms don't touch together all the way, that is fine. You go to a place where it feels pretty good. Now, if you're really having a good time and you want to change it up a little, let's take a leg on top and we're going to do baby eagle legs, right? And then we'll twist our legs a little, we'll cross them, and then we'll cross the same arm as the leg. Right? So this is our bigger eagle, but again, not required. Go to the place where it feels good, right? Manageable, nothing tingling. Let's take a couple more big breaths here. And sitting tall, right? Yes, right up on the edge of the chair. And release it. Okay, let's bring the feet back down. So we opened up our back and the outsides of our shoulders. Let's do a counter stretch now. Let's open up the chest. So we're gonna go thumbs up to the front, thumbs up to the back, and now we wanna draw the elbows down and together back there. Stick the chest out. If you're doing okay, you could make fists. Put your fists kind of on your back pockets and look up, lift up if it feels good. Again, we just wanna open our chest. We can still comfortably swallow, right? We are still lengthening through our crown as we inhale. And as we exhale, we're allowing our shoulder blades to drop down into our back pockets. We're still keeping our abdominals strong. And we are letting our chest open. Let's take 2 more big breaths here. Let's bring it back. And now let's take eagle on the other side. So maybe you zipped your forearms together and you don't need to do the other side. That's fine. You can do it again, or take a 30-second break. If you did cross your arms or your legs on the other side, let's switch it around. So let's put the other arm on top. Oh, that one is not my favorite, so I'm not gonna do it. But other arm on top for you. We don't wanna be lopsided. And then if it feels good, other leg on top. But again, no matter where you go, we wanna feel a big stretch, a good stretch, but nothing tingling, a little bit uncomfortable is okay, but nothing past that. And now no matter where you've landed, we inhale to lengthen through our crown, and we exhale to release those body parts that feel a little stuck. We engage that area underneath us, right? Engaging the pelvic floor. Let's take one more big breath. And let's release it. All right, let's take that little chest opener again. Now, round 2. Not necessary, not required, but if you have a foam roller in your home, might be fun. So I'm gonna stick the foam roller behind me. You're allowed to sit back here a little bit. And the base of the foam roller is gonna be right higher than my waist, right? And the beauty of this foam roller back here is I can just kind of lean against it, right? I can just let my backs of my shoulders kind of wrap around it. I can do some jazz hands, but the foam roller really helps me open up my chest. I don't have to work as hard when I use that foam roller. So if you've got one, definitely grab it. But again, if not, don't worry. You just go without it, right? Same deal. We're all drawing the shoulder blades together. We're sticking our chest out. We're reaching back and down. Exhaling, dropping the shoulders away from our ears. Breathing big. And just a big open chest. Yeah. So with or without a roller or any kind of support, doesn't matter. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, let your body relax into it. Oh, quick check. I felt my knees go funny. We still want our feet to be flat, solid on the ground, right? We still want our legs to be in alignment, hip bones, knees, ankles. So even though we're focusing on our upper body, our lower body still, we want to keep it in alignment. All right, let's take 2 more big breaths. Okay, exhale. Imagine your collarbone getting wider, your shoulder blades dropping. And then there's energy all the way to our fingertips. Wherever you're reaching, we gotta mean it. All right, let's bring it back to the center. Okay, so we closed our chest, we opened our chest. Now we're gonna do a little bit of twisting. Again, you're right up on the edge of the chair. And no hands, let's just start to turn. Turn our belly button. And then let our sternum right along. And then look to that back corner. That's our starting point. Now, if you are doing okay, you can take opposite arm to the outside of the opposite leg and give yourself a gentle push, right? If it feels good to look back. But if it feels weird on your neck and not a good weird, then just look wherever you need to look. Right? Every time we inhale, we lengthen through our crown. That never goes away. And every time we exhale, we let our shoulders relax. We let our belly button turn. And if you are still having a good time, your back arm, you could grab onto the chair, right? Give yourself a little pull if it feels good. Inhaling to lift the crown. Exhaling to allow your body to turn. And we'll bring it back to the center. And let's go on for our other side. Right? Legs still in alignment. We're still sitting up tall. We don't need our hands. We inhale to lengthen. Exhale, and we just, again, start turning our belly button, then our sternum, then our shoulders. We look wherever we look. Does not matter. Now, if you're feeling good and you want to go a little further, right? Opposite hand, outer thigh, give yourself just a gentle, gentle push, right? But still maintaining that height, still grow tall. And if you're still having a good time, again, this arm, you could reach through to some of these rungs, but gently, little by little. Because it doesn't really matter how far we rotate, it just matters that it feels good, right? And that we are inhaling to lengthen and exhaling to let our body turn as it is ready to turn. All right, let's hang out for a few more big breaths. Again, paying attention to our neck, make sure it's happy with where it is. Ooh, and you know what, let's drop the shoulders down. I felt mine creeping up. Let's do one more big breath. And we'll release it back. All right, that is our seated mini upper body workout for today. Thank you so much for spending the time with me, and I'll see you next time.